Hello, this is hyung, and today I would like to talk about the earning of K-pop band. This video is sponsored by Hiblocks, and also the script is from the Korean shop. Thank you. Okay, let's jump right to it. To see the profit of the K-pop idol, we need to see the album sales. That's the easiest way. I bring a chart from the first batch album sales that exceed more than 100,000 copies. So as you can see from the chart, from the first till 20 of the groups are boy band, only boy band. Okay, to be fair, let's put BTS aside because they are already in another level. EXO, 17, X1, Kang Daniel, 101 male sales around 390,000 or 400,000. Even relatively new boy band take place. And the first Girlband appear is IZ*ONE from Produce 48, and they rank at 20th. A 390,000 album sale, which is remarkable. For example, you will all know Twice as one of the most popular Korean girl band today. But the biggest sale they made with the nice album More and More, which is lower than 330,000. Yeah, even they are the top girl band in Korea, they cannot be ranked in the top rank compared to the boy band. Again, let's put BTS aside. Don't talk about BTS because they are already in another level. They make more than 3 million sales with their albums, which is crazy. It's just different level. You cannot compare. So when we compare 17 and EXO, the album sale of boy bands are at least 2 times bigger than the girl band. After 2 albums of IZ*ONE from the chart and the 1 album of the Twice, there is no girl band till rank 60, which sales reach 150,000 copies. IU, who is not the girl band, but she's definitely the top artist in Korea. And she made 147,000 sales and ranked in 68th. So you can see there's a big gap between boy band and the girl band, or even like girl artist. Let's not generalize it too easily, but you know, the top girl band and also the well-known K-pop artists internationally, Blackpink, also just made 150,000 sales. Really, can you believe it that till early last year, 2019, the biggest batch album sales of girl band were from IZ*ONE, which is 130,000 copies. Now the situation got much better. If you know, the sales of the IZ*ONE reached more than 300,000. We know there are 3 K-pop girl band today that is most famous. Twice, Blackpink, Red Velvet. Before 2019, it means no group girl band can reach this level. They cannot sell more than 130,000 album sales, which is crazy. They are already famous and everybody know them, but their sale is relatively low. Before in Korea, there was a word saying that the girl band can also only last for 3 years. 3 years. So normally, after debuting, it takes 1 year to be famous, and for next 2 years, they will try this concept, that concept, and just disappear. In fact, the only girl band that break this jinx was SNSD. 그래요 난 널 사랑해. Why this situation happened? If we dig about the K-pop industry, one of the fundamental thing of the girl band and boy band is a fandom. Fandoms consistently support the group in form of consuming their digital contents and buying goods and listen to their musics. Let's make a simple example of comparison to make it easier to understand. Normally, fans of girl bands are men, like men. But even though I'm a fan of the girl band, it is rare for me to attend their concert or follow them to abroad for their concert. It's not gonna happen. And also, it is rare for me to be very active in the fan community. Men don't really do those kind of things, except for the hardcore fans. They just consume their music and the contents, and that's it. They are that kind of fans. On the other hand, for boy band, most of the fans are women. And this is not offensive, but they are crazy. If BTS have the concert in Korea, you will see a lot of foreigners. They come to Korea just to attend the BTS concert, and they consistently buy the BTS goods. And they even can buy 5 different versions of one single album just to collect the photo. So they only have the first album of BTS, let's say, they have 5 different versions, they buy it all to collect. For example, my wife used to be the fan of Super Junior. And you know, she used to collect the different version of album. It's the same album. So I was shocked. Why the hell do you need, it's the same album, there's the same song, but you need to have the different version of it.
Hey, it's different, one additional song and different photos.
Anyways, for man, it kind of looked nonsense, but this is actually happening. Therefore, not only about the album sales, but also the good sales and the concert ticket and advertisement fee is different. It makes the big difference in the profit, because the fandom that are ready to pay. So normally fandom consumer are mostly the woman aged around 20 to 30. And because of that, it used to make the situation that the lifespan of girl band is shorter and boy band can last longer. So for the K-pop idols, it is really important for them to grab this target, this fandom, the age around 20 to 30 women, to be able to last longer. Boy band and girl band has different source of profit. Boy band has album sales, concert, goods sales, and etc. They have many things to do. They have variety source of profit. On the other hand, girl band only have few source of profit, such as soundtrack and live events, performance. So, which makes them much busier to cover the gap between the boy band if they want to have the same profit. Then how recently the girl band can last longer than before? Because the fandom has expanded to girl band. And let's see how this happened. I would like to think the start of the girl band fandom was from Produce 101. This program has the manipulation issue, but let's see how it creates the fandom. So Produce 101 is the audition program to debut as a project team before each member actually debut with their own team. For example, first season of Produce 101 made a project team, IOI. Is it IOI? Yeah. Very popular and well known. In fact, for the girl band, it is easier to become more popular in Korea. Maybe even better than the Boyband. Second season, 101, the Boyband. Third season, X1, the Boyband. So how it changed the situation about the industry. The good thing about the audition program is that it is easy to empathize each members. Before, the Boyband and Girlband was about the song and the concept. Only two things. But now, the storytelling also become major part, major factor to be famous and to make the fandoms. Actually, IZ*ONE has proved this point with the album sales. They are really new girl band, but they make a lot of album sales because of this audition program. About the fandom, let me give you another example of fandom, which is really interesting, I think. This system also worked in animation. Once there was a song ranked #1 in Oricon chart in Japan. This is the music from the animation K-On! And they took the first and the second place of the music chart in Japan. Why that happened? They are not the band or they are not the singer, because the storytelling of the animation made big fandom. That's why people consume their music. In Korea also, the similar incident happened. The education channel called EBS in Korea made a character called Pengsu. He's a penguin. And this penguin do many activities and finally got famous and made a song. And this song in Korea music chart ranked in #1. They beat all these idols and K-pop band, and this Pengsu, which is just a character from education broadcast, and he win the first rank in music chart. So the storytelling is really, really important. Good job, Pengsu. Recently, there's also a hot potato called Satsuri. This is a project band. There's a Rain, Ihyori, and Yujae-seok, which is already very, very famous members. But they also do the storytelling using the TV shows, and the concept of them using the 90s music was really good. So they're conquering the K-pop chart right now. Okay, let's back to the topic. We went too far. This is the data from SM on 2017. This shows why the major entertainment focusing on boy band. Let's think you are the owner of SM and you need to make the business decision. If you can make the middle level boy band can already make a much profit as the top level girl band, and it's equally hard to make it succeed. What decision you gonna make? Of course, you're gonna choose the boy band. These days, YouTube affect the industry a lot. But still, in profit-wise, there's a big gap between girl band and boy band. It cannot be compared. I hope one day this system can be changed soon, because each have their own color and talent. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like. That's Janjijiwa with Hanjun Hyung. Thank you Hiblocks for the sponsor. We need money. Adios. 사랑해.